So Super Mario Party Jamboree is out October 17th this year, and this game just got some great news, because if you were somebody like me who is a lifelong Mario Party fan from back in the N64 era through the GameCube era, fell off a little bit in the Wii era, and then back once again with Super Mario Party and Mario Party Superstars on the Switch, you know that this franchise has had some ups and downs, and largely it comes down to what is the minigame selection, what is the board selection, what are some of the mechanics buried within this game, and just how much fun is it to go through and progress the entire thing with a group of your friends. Well, I am happy to report now that we've had official previews hit from all different major media outlets that have gotten a chance to go hands-on and in-depth with all the different mechanics of this game, the large consensus is that this is one of the best, if not the best, Mario Parties of the entire franchise, which is really saying something, and it seems to marry the best of both worlds with things like the minigame selection, where you have 110 plus total minigames supported. There's a mix of the old classics and brand new ones. There's a mix of the motion-based control mini-games like you have in Super Mario Party and a lot of ones from the Wii era, but there are also mini-games that are button-focused, and we do actually have the option to switch between those, which is a huge win for me personally, because while I loved my time with Mario Party Superstars and kind of a remake of classic Mario Party games and boards, I definitely did not enjoy my time near as much with Super Mario Party, as I felt it was super light on content and entirely motion-based for the mini-games, and Jamboree does not seem to have that problem. So we have a lot of new gameplay mechanics and tidbits of information and a roundup of official previews from major outlets that we have to get on the same page with. Before we do, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on your bell notification to join Sunbro Nation if you're new here. And I want to first start off by outlining some of the facts that we know about this game. So first of all, from a content offering perspective, we have 22 different playable characters to select from, with a lot of returning favorites. Sadly, a couple missing names like Drybones and Diddy Kong, but nonetheless, we have big additions like Pauline and Ninja, and you're actually going to need this big of a character roster because in the online modes, such as Koopathlon, it actually supports up to 20 players that you are racing against online, kind of being compared to maybe something of a Tetris 99 experience where you're kind of affecting the players around you by potentially collecting coins the quickest and throwing items or roadblocks over to their personal gameplay experience, but you are actually progressing yourself, and you're trying to, of course, win out in a battle royale style gameplay where you finish first. You're collecting coins all throughout the way. You also have a live map of just how far ahead you are versus anybody else on screen, and you're playing through various mini games and trying to finish first. If you are more of a co-op fan, this game actually has a mode for you as well, with Bowser Kaboom supporting up to 8 players working together to try to take out Bowser on a single map, and a few different co-op themed challenges that you will navigate together. This mode looks interesting to me, though if you do hear a lot of the different previews, it didn't seem to quite hook people in near as much as just the traditional Mario Party gameplay, but still, nonetheless, if you want to take a break from ruining friendships, it's actually nice to be on the same team as an optional mode up to 8 players with Bowser Kaboom. Now, I mentioned the 110 plus mini games, and we don't have an exact count, but it is definitely over 110, and it's a mix of classic returning games and brand new ones built from the ground up for this Mario Party Jamboree experience. And one of my biggest concerns with this entire game has indeed been alleviated, because as somebody who enjoys by far and away more button-based Mario Party mini games over the years, I am happy to report that you do have an option to play this game entirely with a Pro controller. You do not have to use the Joy-Con, and if you do so, it sounds like the motion-based mini games will just automatically be filtered out. Now, we don't know what the count of button games versus motion games is, but with 110 plus total mini games, there's no doubt a ton of content to go through, whether you are doing it with motion or traditional button style controls. So the fact that they realized at Nintendo that there is both sides of the camp and both types of Mario Party players exist out there that prefer either motion, buttons, or both, that is a huge win that they are catering to multiple styles of players and preferences. Now, we also know this game has 7 boards playable, 2 of which come from classic Mario Party games, the rest are brand new. And one thing that's been pointed out in a lot of these previews is that how you progress through these boards feels a lot more seamless, and like there's a lot of attention to detail as you continue to progress the boards. The running animations and even the animations from characters within mini games just seem to be really tuned up, and there's even some specific features like whenever you land on an event space and you want to maybe go forward a little bit quicker because you've been through this, it's your 15th round on the board, but you can now hold L or R while that is happening to actually fast forward event spaces. And there's also some really nice camera work that just seems to make things flow a little bit more seamlessly and feel a little bit more snappy, where you know that if you're playing one of those 15-20 round Mario Party games, that yeah, they can get a little bit lengthy by the end of it, and it's really nice to see Nintendo kind of focus on streamlining that out just a little bit further. One other cool mechanic that's been revealed from these previews are a Jamboree Buddy, which is essentially an ally that you can get an advantage in your mini games by unlocking, and clearly that will be a big staple of getting a leg up against your competition. So with all those different intricacies around the gameplay mechanics and just how much content this Mario Party actually has to offer, it's no surprise that the official previews and media outlets that got extended hands-on gameplay with Super Mario Party Jamboree are absolutely raving about it. And that's where I want to transition over to the preview summary put together by Nintendo Life, where what they say first is our time with Super Mario Party Jamboree may have been brief, but it was very sweet. It brings the best bits of both other Mario Party Switch games into one package. Pocket Tactics said this: if you're a fan of Mario parties, and especially if you're a fan of Mario Party games, this is for you. It's an excellent party game coming to the Switch library. Destructoid says Super Mario Party Jamboree is shaping up to be a fantastic addition to the long-standing franchise. While fans of the traditional mode should be happy with the game, it has plenty of options to prevent things from getting stale. IGN says Super Mario Party Jamboree looks to combine all the learnings from both Super and Superstars into one new Ultimate Party package, and based on our time with it so far, it has the potential to be the best original Mario Party game in over 15 years. Polygon says Super Mario Party Jamboree is pure Mario Party through and through. It has plenty of new additions like all new minigames and 2 characters fresh to the franchise, Pauline and Ninji, but you should probably know what you're getting yourself into with this 25-year-old franchise. And finally, Inverse rounding out the preview saying, Super Mario Party Jamboree isn't reinventing the wheel. It predictably delivers exactly what you'd expect. It's a fun Mario Party game with some added wrinkles and great mini games, but the real stars worth collecting here are the 2 new modes. So again, all really positive, great news information for Super Mario Party Jamboree, and fortunately, we don't have to wait too much longer to get our hands on this thing. It is just over a month away at the time of filming this video, and I personally cannot wait to hop into this and have some fun, enjoyable Mario Party memories made with Nintendo's latest installment in the franchise. But that's where I really want to hear from you guys at this point in the video. What do you make of all the new information and Super Mario Party Jamboree previews that we've seen go live? Are you on the same page with what's being said online? And from what you've seen personally, you're even more excited for this game than you were before? Are you happy to hear that this game does indeed support the Pro Controller and you can optionally turn off motion-based mini games? And are you like me and you actually see what I'm talking about there? Like, am I just crazy, or are button-based games significantly more enjoyable than the motion ones? Not saying like motion isn't obviously fun in Mario Party, but do you kind of agree with my sentiment that, yeah, I definitely like to have the option to have most of the mini games based around button controls just due to personal preferences? Or are you somebody that thinks, no, that's crazy? Honestly, most of the Mario Party games over the course of time have been more fun when they're motion based and rather less fun with the button minigame counterparts. Are you happy with the 22 characters that is in this current roster, or are there some sore missing ones that you wish made it into the pack? And finally, so far, are you planning on getting this game right around launch time, or is it one that you might try to pick up down the line and wait for a sale before you ultimately decide to buy it? So make sure you share all your thoughts and feelings in the comments down below before you leave, regardless if we agree or disagree. Also, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell. With that, I've been Sunbro, you've been Nation. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.